Hello, and we are back. Welcome to episode 32 of the Arsenal Football Manager Save. Season 2 we are in, and we are starting off with the EFL Cup draw for the third round. Of course, last year it brings back bad memories, but we lost against Tottenham in the final, and straight away, bang, got Nottingham Forest in the first round. Not too shabby Alonso at all. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the results so far from the few games that you haven't seen. We had a disappointing 1-0, 2-1 loss to Brighton. Pleas are getting sent off, really securing our fate. In fact, did I player for Crystal Empire match? I'm in fact going to find him. I forgot to find him before. He's getting fined now. We won 5-0 previously against Bournemouth in a great game, really. Then the game before that was a 2-1 victory against Stoke. Now, you may be wondering, looking at the lineups, especially that one, have I made a transfer? Yeah, I have. I mean, like, it came up on the transfer market. Listed for transfer by Dortmund, and I just couldn't help myself, really. 57 million quid. The board took care of it, but I am mainly actually bringing him in to play in a central midfielder's role. So he is going to be playing in advanced midfield here, and really he's going to be the long-term replacement for Mesut Ozil. Christian Pulisic, a class player. Obviously, he has a work permit, which is one of the reasons why I was so pleased to get him. Because with Brexit right around the corner, I needed guaranteed work permits. And Pulisic had one straight away off the bat. With 21 appearances for USA, he already had secured one. So I'm like, sweet, I'm going to pull the trigger on that and get him in here. And happy, he deserved a 2-week fine. And it was an awful sending off. But ladies and gentlemen, that is not all that's happening. As you can see here, we have the Champions League group draw right now. So, hopefully we get some decent seedings. Now, obviously Group A look decent right now. Tottenham are a first seed, which is crazy. And Group D, Moscow, very nice as well. Very nice indeed. Then Porto. There are actually some really nice first seeds. We are going to be a second seed here. Group D, I think, is my preference. As we do get Group D, I'm very pleased with that. United getting Group E. Benfica, Tottenham are in the same group. Chelsea going up against Bayern. Now, looking at the remaining sides, I think Basel would be the nicest fixture. Unfortunately, that goes to Tottenham. We get Dynamo Kiev, which I'm not too fussed about at all. Inter going to Group E. And Group G gets Ajax. That's very quickly becoming Group of Death, as is Group H. Now, for this last group, anyone really, yeah, cool. Anyone except for Espanyol is what I was after. And that is a decent group. I'm pleased with that group. I will certainly take that. So, guys, next time I will see you is in this Manchester City game for a tight Premier League game, and hopefully all goes well. Obviously the transfer window is coming to a close very soon, but that is the game I will see you guys in. City game, and then immediately after for the Dynamo Kiev game. That's my plan. See you guys very shortly. And we are back for the fixture against Manchester City. The game you didn't see was a 3-0 thumping against Swansea City. Good result. Rashford really showing out. And Sanchez also playing well. Playing mostly unchanged side. Liso is still suspended, so he is still on the sidelines and will likely stay there for a decent amount of time. So this is the bench we're going with as well. Mostly unchanged. Pulisic coming back in though, and Target coming in for Callum Chambers. So submit that side in, And let's get into this big game against Manchester City. And they've gone with an interesting side as well, with Sterling up front. A player that I've been tempted to look at, but deemed the value as far too much. What's that short-term plan? Like more first-team opportunity. Well, that could be something I could try and tempt in with, but on with a fairly solid side. Interestingly enough, they've got James McCarthy, Denk Fernandinho, Clichy, Evans, Vidal. Got an interesting side, really. I'm gonna calmly tell the lads to go out there and carry where we finished last match. I fancy us really for this game. I do fancy us. I think if we put in the performance that's expected of us, we will come out with a win. That is, of course, the expectation. As Granit Xhaka fires the ball forwards to Bellerin, we're not going to get off to a flying start like we have the past few games. Against Swansea, we scored within the first minute, and against Brighton, we scored within the first 2 minutes. So we have been getting off to flies recently, but this game, we are not. That's alright. Now, we have been dominating possession and have already had 3 shots on target. I'm not sure why City have gone with such a weakened side. They might have made a Champions League game around the corner. But at each to their own. As Alexis Sanchez is coming forward, brings it across. Rashford will put it through. A brilliant pass by Sanchez and brilliant by Rashford to jump onto that. Marcus Rashford has been exceptional since I've changed his role to a complete forward. Getting a lot more in terms of fluidity in that front three. Since changing our striker to a complete forward. And it's been good. It's been really good to see from the... We'll see it again here in the 3 dimensions. Sanchez coming down the wing just plays it back in. And really, it's a defending mishap from, I believe that is Clichy. It is. Against his former side, Gael Clichy. But we are up 1-0 already. Changes will be made is probably... If we can get a good lead in the second half, Alexis Sanchez will have an early shower. Just wanted to keep him fresh, really, for the Champions League game around the corner. And Ozil will probably come off as well to give Perisic time on the field, adapting to that midfield spot. And we look like we're going to come into halftime here with a 1-0 lead. I don't see us getting another one, but obviously it will be welcomed. We have only had the 6 shots, but there have been good shots. That really says a lot about how we have transformed a bit coming into the season. 60% possession. It's in a decent half. I'm going to tell the lads, keep it up. Nothing to really, no need to say a really flashy, fancy, goal. Fancy team talk. Just keep it up, lads. Let's keep on going and plugging away at this game. Webby, I think, really hasn't been good enough. Webby, I'm going to probably look to the 55th minute to make that change. Unless he ticks up to a 6.7 before then. Holds it. Otherwise, Webby may come off. Keep an eye on that. Biglia coming on from McCarthy there for Manchester City. And he did click up. I'm going to leave him up now, Wobie. See if he can make a difference. Sané coming on for Gabriel Jesus. And I think that is now time for a change. Not going to bring off Sanchez, unfortunately. It's going to be Wobie coming in. And Perisic coming in for Ramsey. That's the change I want to make. Really want to take Xhaka off, but don't think that's a wise choice. So it's going to be a double change here from me. I'm going to keep Xhaka on for a bit longer, looking to solidify a bit more. Unfortunately, I didn't put Coquelin onto the bench. Bit of a silly choice by me. But I may look to make that change in the 80th minute. Actually. Oof. City coming forward. City looking to get Silva in, and Silva's just headed that over. I am going to make that change. Elneny is going to come on for Xhaka. And I think El Neni is just better suited to that role a bit more than Xhaka. I also feel that El Neni has been a bit better, honestly, than Xhaka. Look at his stats here, El Neni. And yeah, he's just actually quite a decent little player. And I'm pleased with him. I think it's a player that's been probably one of the biggest disappointments so far has been Granit Xhaka. He just really stood out, really. And that's sometimes how it is. I'm going to actually... I can't interact with him right now. I was going to tell him that his training isn't good enough. Really needs to look to improve, Granit. It looks like we are going to hold out to the win, which is a pleasing result. In fact, we could get another here as Ozil puts it in. Pulisic, no. Silva will attack the ball heavily here, and we could be in trouble on the counter-attack if we don't deal with this well. Sterling coming forward, he'll look to cross it. Ake does brilliantly there, doesn't he? Ake looks up, looks for René Adelaide, doesn't get it through. Duffy heads it down, and this could just about do it. And the referee blows his whistle, and I am very pleased with a 1-0 victory there, and that puts us top of the league. It's a good result. I'm pleased, yes, and it's a reward for how well we did. And that is a very nice result, and it's very welcomed as well. 1-0, I'm happy with that. René Adelaide is now able to perform well, which is a central midfield role. I just wanted to develop him a bit in a central midfield role. Now, accomplished there. And really, there's nowhere else I really want to train René Adelaide. I feel like he's in a position where he's really decent. Oh, maybe up front, actually. Quickly going to develop him as a complete forward. See if we can get that going. What's this that's gone up? Determination. That's good to see. Something we always like to look for in players. Sanchez impressing. Sorry, I'll praise Sanchez. Verb. I'm keen to see him do better then. I always need to forget that I can't praise Sanchez, though he gets a bit tilted. But guys, I will see you in Champions League fixture against Dynamo. See you soon. And we are back for the Dynamo Kiev game. And as you can see, we have a semi-rotated squad. The main changes being Petr Cech and Ospina have been rotated. Shelny coming in for John Stones. Deliso coming back into the first team for Xhaka. Plan picked up an injury here, so I'm going to switch him out for El Neni. Pulisic coming in for Ozil. Cazorla coming in for Ramsey. Adelaide coming in for Iwobi. Those are the main changes. As you can see, we do look a bit smaller in the squad size. That's just because I relegated Chambers and Per Mertesacker and Brad Smith to the under-23s. Just really to looking at the side, it just makes it a bit easier on the eyes, so I can see exactly how big my squad is. Like working with numbers, worst comes to worst, I call them back up and I slide in. But this is the squad we are coming out with, and I'm confident getting a win, confident getting the result that we want. I enjoy these matches a lot. Don't need extra motivation. Yep, it's called that one. Okay, here we go. Get into this. Calmly tell them I expect nothing but a win. Rashford seemed motivated about that. We'll also keep an eye on just other results. What else is going on around the Champions League tonight? As they have Pele. Oh no, they have Pele. But it looks like we are on the offensive first as Bellerin whips in a cross. To no avail, but Bellerin will whip in a second cross. Falls to a feet of René Adelaide. And oh my goodness, Rashford has a crack. It's blocked. Mustafi has a crack. It's blocked. And we have another corner here. Bellerin back to Pulisic. Pulisic looking at the back peg. But Lux comes out and claims football. Immediately we look to press. And he just boots it out. So it looks like they're mainly just going to defend. They don't care about possession. Going to be defend, counterattack, repeat. hopefully we can look to break them down here. Koscielny now on the ball, goes back. Ospina now. Ospina looking up, goes to Koscielny. Koscielny looking to build from the back here. Sanchez turns. Sanchez coming forward. Slides the ball into Marcus Rashford. Rashford going forward, tackled by Pele too easily there. Goes inside to Koric. Antolic. Pedigao. Antolic though. Pulisic takes it, but that's a poor pass on Pulisic. If we concede here, my goodness. We do not, thankfully. Is this a home game? We are at the Emirates, so we should win this. Around Europe today, Barcelona up against Borussia Mönchengladbach and Benfica up against Basel. Now, immediately we look to our pressing style, looking to force them to turn the ball over. Rashford does well, and Bellerin just claims it. That's why I prefer Rashford right now in that front spot. He's athletic, he can move around well, and so he's very useful for pressing. Alexis Sanchez cuts in and finds the top corner. Brilliant stuff from Alexis Sanchez. Brilliant goal. Absolutely sensational. Cuts in, he finds a bit of space, and he just puts it right in that top corner. And we take a 1-0 advantage in this home tie. A brilliant goal, really, by our best player, naturally, Alexis Sanchez. We'll watch it here. Alexis Sanchez, he comes in, just finds that bit of space, picks out that top corner, doesn't he? Sensational finish by the Chilean. Now, obviously I think ahead a bit. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I want to bring on. Haggett, I want to bring on as well. Really, everyone else, I'm like, about. But those are the two main ones. Really want to give him a bit of game time today. Bellerin now looks up, finds Tolisso. Tolisso to Cazorla. Pulisic. Pulisic goes to Marcus Rashford. Rashford turning, finds Alexis Sanchez, who puts in a second. And we are up 2-0 now, with Rashford getting an assist there. Beautiful little pass, and Sanchez just finishes it very, very nicely there. And it's a good result so far. We've done well, and look at this pass by Rashford. Sensational stuff. And Pulisic with the hockey assist. And Pulisic having a good game in the centre of midfield. Liso now on the ball. Goes forward to find Nathan Ake. Ake plays in Alexis Sanchez, who's on the wing. Sanchez, he crosses it in looking for Rene Adelaide. He can't find him. And Dynamo will look to counter here. Cazorla just takes it away. We are back in possession. Arsenal with Cazorla finds Rene Adelaide. Rene Adelaide goes back into the centre of pitch. Pulisic, get off a shot, son. Pulisic, poor ping. Would have liked to see Pulisic do a bit better there. But hey, things just aren't meant to be. Really, having Pulisic in midfield is super encouraging, especially with the potential he has. I think if he can develop into a quality central midfielder for us. We've got a good young core, don't we? We've got Rashford up top. We've got Iwobi, Rene Adelaide, Reece Nelson as well coming through. We've got Pulisic. Just really building a team that can be feared and will be feared. And Rene Adelaide can even drop into central midfield, so Reece Nelson could come on to the wing. I'm very pleased with what we're building. But let's focus on this game, and we are up 2-0 here. We're going well. I'm not taking off Rene Adelaide just yet. I don't think I'm going to take him off at all. I believe I'm going to make Marcus Rashford make way for Oxlade-Chamberlain. That'll be my first move, I think. I want to make sure just players are right. Go on to come in to next round of fixtures and have players needing to come off in the 60th minute because they're just tired and buggered out. That would not be good. Not be good at all. And I think that is time to make the change. Marcus Rashford will switch with Sanchez. Sanchez switch with Rene Adelaide. Oxlade-Chamberlain will come on as the winger here. Just a single change for now. That's what I'm opting to do. Rashford has had a decent game. Hasn't really done all that much. He got that assist of a gorgeous pass, but really hasn't been a threat on goal. Sanchez has really been the star of the show. And he continues being the star of the show. leading a hat-trick. A beautiful strike off a free kick, wasn't it? Absolutely sensational again by Arsenal star. Really is by far our best player. Quite a long way, and that is just a sensational strike. Absolutely sensational. And I think it is time to make another substitution. I'm going to give Taggart some game time here. Bring him in. And I think that's going to be hopefully my last change for the game. And Alexis Sanchez is coming forward again. If Sanchez can score 4, that's just showing off, really. He puts it wide. But, oh my gosh, now he is looking extra threatening. Well, at striker, which is good to see from the lad. Very good to see. Pulisic is struggling. I'm going to keep him on out there. Bellerin now on the ball. Bellerin back to Ospina. Ospina up to Koscielny. Koscielny now. Forward to Tolisso. Tolisso to Pulisic. Pulisic. Renee Adelaide. Adelaide now. Back inside to Pulisic. Goes to Cazorla. Cazorla. Back to Pulisic. Pulisic forward to Renee Adelaide. Renee Adelaide. What will he do here? Look to cut in, but he passes it in instead. Pulisic to Cazorla. I can't speak English. This is hard. Renee Adelaide finds Sanchez. Sanchez. Can he make it 4? Saved by Luxter. And he's denied Sanchez a couple of times here. Sanchez could easily have 5 this game. He's been extraordinary. Now Taggart goes all the way back to Cazorla. And Cazorla, will he rip a long shot here? Will not, but that will be the end of the highlight. I'm going to keep Pulisic on. I know he is tired. I'm going to just let him play it out. I think I don't have any youngsters, so why not? I'll bring El Neni on just to give him a tiny bit of game time. Register him as a substitute appearance. He will get paid, obviously, but I want to keep him happy, and hopefully a substitute appearance here and there be enough to do so. El Neni coming forward. And that could be it, done and dusted here. We have dominated this game. 25 shots to Danamo's 3. And, geez, we've just been all over them. Possession hasn't been as great as I'd want it to be, but that's alright. I'll take that, that's alright. But really, our pass completion rate has been absolutely exceptional. Their pass completion rate in defense has been a bit higher than what I would have liked. We haven't pressed as much as I'd want to. That's alright. But I'm going to praise the lads. And I'm especially going to praise Alexis Sanchez, who was amazing, wasn't he? Absolutely amazing. But guys, that brings an end to the video. Hope you have enjoyed our return to Premier League. Well, not to Premier League, but to Champions League football. Hopefully we can kick on well. And a few pay slips going out there, but it's a good result. 2 good results, 2 good starts. And, well, we played very well. I'm very pleased with that. Next time that I will see you guys, Moscow, Liverpool will be the 2 games that you'll see next. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Leave a like if you have enjoyed and you want more. Subscribe so you don't miss. A great day, fellas. Goodbye.